All right, so I mean, it's been long enough, man. After the Jake Paul fight, I really wanted to make this video earlier, but we all know about the tragedy that befell Joshua Anthony and his homeboys. But I just need y'all to watch this clip right quick, cause this right before the fight. What is the common theme of this clip? What is the common theme? Cause I seen the simp try to post this, and he tried to post it under the tag that money don't matter. Florida billionaire. Everybody know who Floyd is. But what's the common theme of this video? Here go Floyd. Oh yeah, what's up, babe? What's up? Hold like, yeah, get away from me. Yeah, Joshua Anthony. Floyd like, hey, what's up, bitch? I got my money in him. I got my money in him. Yeah, get away from me. Yeah. Them hoes ain't checking for Floyd. They ain't checking for Floyd. This the first time you ever seen Floyd get egged. You know, you never see. Look at Floyd like, well, forget you too, bitch. She don't even want Floyd touching him. Floyd like that. So a lot of the simping is taking this and they running with it. They were like, hey, y'all see, man, money don't matter. Money don't matter. It's all about the looks. It's all about it ain't that. It ain't that money don't matter. I'm finna give y'all some game right now. Because even when you talking about money, eventually everything gets to a point where the money isn't important anymore. You talking about Joshua Anthony, you talking about Floyd Mayweather, you talking about two guys who already got over 100 million. So to the broads, they can actually look past the money now. If she got to choose between Floyd and Joshua Anthony, she can look past the money now. A lot of y'all ain't never been in a situation like this, so y'all just think, it's about this or it's about that. Everybody's on one extreme, but people don't understand that everything in the game has a point where it'll enter into the neutral zone. And when you got Joshua Anthony and Floyd Mayweather standing together, that's a neutral. That's what you call a neutral infraction. When you got two people like that does. So the money gonna x each other out. So now what's the next thing? Okay, so now she might look at the height now. Now she might look at the build now. Now she might, now it might be more about the looks once the money done neutral each other out. Well, let's say Joshua Anthony was the janitor. The janitor standing next to Floyd. You think these same dudes talking about it ain't about money and still be saying that? Because it'll be a whole different ball game. Because now the money ain't neutral each other out. But you can't have money be in all, be all either. See, the game is all about balance, bro. You put everything about money, you'll find yourself in the same situation that Floyd found himself in when, all the hoes was running towards Joshua. And at the same token, you can't make it all about looks either. Because you can have two dudes up there, same height, two cats. Joshua can have his twin up there. Doppelganger version of himself. But he broke. Who you think the broad's gonna choose, man? Because once the aesthetics neutral each other out, because everything can neutral, height can neutral each. Two dudes can be the same height, or two dudes can be tall enough. You ain't even got to be the same height. You could be tall enough. Once a man really reach over 6'2", the woman don't really, she don't really care about the height that much. Once the man go over 6'2", you'll get into the danger zone once you get over 6'6", because sometimes some females say you too tall. So you can get to a point where the height are neutral each other out. You can get to the point where the muscles and the build are neutral each other out. You can get to the point where the money are neutral each other out. Once you get to the point where a woman is more than satisfied with what she can get out of whatever you are offering, and she got to pick between you and another dude, and both of y'all are past the point of neutral infractions, she going to go to the next thing to judge out for her, bro. If she has the opportunity to choose. Now, if she ain't got the opportunity to choose, then she gonna act like she happy with whatever she got, because there's no opportunity there for her to choose. But she got the opportunity to stand between you, and she gonna go down the list. And ain't nan item better than the other, unless one has one in abundance. And the strongest for all you simps who worried and got in your feelings about Anthony Joshua making Floyd look like the simpism, money is still the most important, at least for now. In this society we stay in, money is still the most important. But if the money is Xing each other out, then the woman gonna look past that money. The woman gonna look past that money, and this the problem with the other side of the simpism, because you got one side of the simpism, then they feelings because Floyd got more money than Anthony Joshua and he got disrespected like that. Then you got another side of the simpism, then they feelings because they'll never have enough money to really be able to pay a woman to stick around like that. They can only afford a QV from a female. Y'all know what a QV means. That's a quick visit. They got $40 action, out of a broad. You know what I'm saying? They can't even afford the 3-way type of experiences out of a broad. So they watching the joint. They getting mad at the broads for doodling on floor, and they in QV territory. And make that make sense. Make that make sense. Still staying with your mama, and you talking about this broad, ain't respecting the money. Man, come on, man. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping, man. Come on, get real with it now. Get real with it. Get real with this game now, man. Because we got to understand at the end of the day, you just got to have your game sharp as your mind, bro. Now, shortly after this, Joshua had the fight. Because I was also asked what I thought about the fight and the crash that happened after that. Y'all know I don't believe in conspiracy theories. I only believe in game. And I literally had a conversation. I don't even want to put this out there, but I had a conversation with a partner. And I was like, bro, Joshua better not take that fight. When Tank dropped the fight, I said, man, I hope, because I already knew. I said, man, I hope Anthony Joshua don't take that fight. I think the fight that Tank dropped, I think is bigger than what they put out. I think it's bigger than what they put out, man. I'm telling you, everybody ain't going to tell you everything. Believe half what you see, none what you hear. I think Tank understood that that's a fight that he can't take. Some of this stuff be bigger. Some of this stuff be bigger than City Hall. Some of this stuff be bigger than Nino Brown. Some of this stuff be bigger than Jake Paul. I said, bro, if Jake Paul fight this man, it's going to be the last fight of his career. He's going to be the laughingstock of the boxing world when he is forced to lose. Those were my exact words. It's going to be the last fight of his career. And then I said, I don't even want to think about what might happen to him if he wins. Now, maybe it's just a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. That's just me, though. I never believed in coincidences. That's just me. But, some funny stuff happened after the fight. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's bigger than Jake Paul. I'm not saying Jake Paul made nothing happen. I don't think Jake Paul is that powerful. But I do understand that it's some systems in this world. It's some machines in this world. It's some money, it's some money distributors in this world. And, if things don't go their way, then things won't go your way. And I'll just leave it at that. It's some power in this world that can make some things happen. And so when I said it was going to be Anthony Joshua's last fight, I was rooting it on the power structure that both of them is working for, as opposed to saying, oh, Jake Paul is just that powerful. Nah, man, I don't think Jake Paul that powerful. I think Jake Paul is a pawn, just like Anthony Joshua is a pawn in a chess game. Them boys was going to work. They weren't owners of the company. Don't let that go over your head. But I knew that was going to be his last fight. I knew it was going to be his last fight just because how the game was getting played. And I think Mike Tyson is so much more of a genius after watching this Jake Paul fight. Jake Paul tried. He tried his best not to knock him out. Jake Paul tried his best, man. I watched the fight. You could see that Jake Paul was pulling back, but then you could see right before Jake Paul knocked him out, he had a devilish smile on his face. He was like, fuck it. I don't care. I'm ready to risk it all and just knock his ass out. He had that grin that was on his face was like, the hell with the contract. If it was a contract, allegedly. I don't know. Well, Jake Paul just didn't care. Mike Tyson cared. That's why Mike Tyson was biting that glove. Mike Tyson had to keep telling himself, Jake Paul grab him and give him a pep talk during the middle of the fight. You're doing great, man. Not so hard. Bite down. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson have a punch and pull it back here, roll it off the top of Jake Paul's head when he could have just easily just knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? So you could tell that these fights are scripted. Well, allegedly, it don't look authentic. I'm gonna put it like this because they say them folks, they be suing people. So, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, he might not, you see Professor JoKasey be like, oh man, that nigga, he only sold a couple $1,000. He ain't worth touching. Then 5-6 years down the road, okay, now JoKasey, damn New York Times bestseller. Oh yeah, man, remember you said my fights was scripted. Nah, I ain't say your fights was scripted. I'm saying them boys had some tendencies that they was showing. And that's true. Mike Tyson ain't never bite his gloves in no fight. We ain't never see Mike Tyson pull no punch back. I'm a Mike Tyson biggest fan. I ain't never see Mike Tyson pull no punch back. It was reminiscent of the time where I saw Cam Newton jump back from that fumble in the Super Bowl. I ain't never see Cam Newton do no stuff like that. I saw that Super Bowl, that boy jumped back from that fumble like it was hot potato. Now, I don't know if it was just a reaction he was having. Like I'm just saying it just looked funny. It looked funny. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nobody made no calls, nothing. I'm just saying sometimes stuff just look funny. And I can say that. I can say that without badgering or doing nothing like that to nobody. I can say that. It looked funny. So that's my thought on the fight. I thought it was a fight Joshua shouldn't have never. He should have just said, nah, I can't take this fight. I can't take this fight. Just because just the energy surrounding the fight. I don't know, you know what I mean? Because just out of professionalism, he don't deserve to be in the ring with somebody of my caliber. That's what Joshua should have said. He don't deserve to be. It'll be a better fight for him to fight Tank because Tank is smaller and he got a better opportunity of whooping Tank. But he get in the ring with man, that man is a Goliath. That man, it was like David versus Goliath. You couldn't fake that fight. If Jake Paul would have lasted 12 rounds, boxing would have been destroyed, man. It would have been like, even if Joshua would have won by decision, that would have been the last fight of his career. He would have been destroyed. He would have been the laughing stock of the community. And it didn't go like that. Jake Paul got jammed up in the jaw. And sadly, I was right. It ended up being the last fight of Joshua's career. So that's my thoughts on the fight. But this video wasn't even really about that fight. That was just a bonus. The video was about how, Joshua made Floyd look like the simplism. Took Floyd from the womanizing to the simplism in real time. And it was great to see. It was great to see. That was timeless content. So salute to Anthony Joshua for that. Y'all be cool on your stool. Understand that cooking with 2 peas in a pot. They ain't cooking the stove that hot. I'm JoKasey.